All right, nose breather, you ready?
All right. Are we rolling? Are we rolling on everything?
Oh, you did the patented Dan clap.
Did the clap. Here we are, Two Mics, One Marriage podcast, another episode. Kicking off another one. I was just told by one of our producers I am super fat, and you can hear my loud breathing into the microphone constantly. So
She said nothing about your weight.
it was implied.
She didn't say anything about on your weight. Why do you have to add that to every critique?
I'm a big tubby mouth breather, and sorry, you talk.
All she said is just pull the mic away from your face when you're not talking. I think that's pretty normal.
I think that is fair.
Oh God.
All right.
It's that.
I'll try
That's
not
what
to breathe too much this episode.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, before Ben never said nothing about your breathing. So God knows what people have been suffering through.
Oh my God, yeah.
Thank God for Abby.
Like fucking Darth Vader on here for the first 15 podcasts.
Yeah, listen to my stand-up. It's really good, funny.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So
That's kind of like well, we don't need to talk about sleeping.
what do you mean?
I was gonna say I get like that breathing with the teeth grinding from you, but then you always roast me for snoring, and then you tell me.
Yeah, maybe we'll save that
Yeah,
topic
exactly.
for
That'll be another topic.
episode about Minda snoring super loud.
Well, at least
but
it's while we're sleeping, and it's not at any moment, at any time while we're walking around the streets.
my loud breathing. Is this a problem for everyone?
No, I was talking about that girl with Tourette's on TV that they've been really pushing hard on TLC.
My loud mouth breathing all the
No,
time.
I'm saying at least my snoring is confined to a moment in the day.
Oh yeah, yeah. Versus what's it called? Baylen Out Loud.
Yeah, no, TLC's been pushing it hard. I didn't mean to watch it. It came on, and this is what they do. This is how they get you. It came on after something I did mean to watch, and then I got up to go cook or something.
Yeah.
And I didn't care about it anymore.
No, you and Joey, one of our other producers, were watching it downstairs and cackling. I was trying to watch a horror movie upstairs, and you guys were like dying watching the show, and it's like a very tense, quiet movie, and you guys are laughing loudly with the show on max
this is
volume.
The thing, like, okay, because there were so many unexpected moments. Let's call it. First, the whole show's unexpected. It's not the type of show I would seek out to watch, even with the thousands of promos that TLC played 6 months to the season premiere. I never once was like, oh, I got to save that on demand, or I got to put that in my favorites. Like that, it's not my thing.
Well, it's tough to decipher with TLC now, because you watch the commercials for TLC and it's like, oh, someone with Tourette's, someone morbidly obese. Oh, here's a bunch of little people, and it's like if they feel like they're just exploiting people, like it's like what do you watch?
Well, okay, so this isn't like a little girl. This girl Baylen, she's like
She
she's
is
21,
of
and
age,
we
yeah,
were
yeah.
like, we were tuned out. We weren't there to watch it. It just comes on, and then this pretty young little girl starts screaming "raining vaginas" and "tap that wiener" like constantly.
Is that the
like
theme song?
it should be. This girl is like, I don't know what she's doing on the meme front, but she needs to go copyright some shit right now. She is going to be so many memes, as far as she has a lot of good like Tourette's catchphrases. I'm going to say she's the catchiest Tourette's person I've ever seen.
Do you think they casted a bunch of Tourette's people to like pick one that was the best?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
They picked the youngest, prettiest, most offensive one.
Okay, and you have to.
And
have
boy,
funny...
does she deliver. That girl Baylen, like with mom at the grocery store, tapping wieners. I don't know what she's.
So what I didn't see the episode, unfortunately. So what happened in the episode? Is it just about her dating? Is it about?
Well,
her...
no, she doesn't need to date. Baylen has a boyfriend, long-term boyf in the military. No, this girl's going places.
Okay.
So she's trying to, get through the syndrome by getting her tics down and doing some therapies to make it better. But she has they explained this at the beginning, that she has actually a rare form of Tourette's that only like 5 or 10% of people have. That includes screaming highly vulgar phrases, being fixated almost on very sexualized terms. And she 100% represents that group.
Okay. Can Tourette's be reversed? I honestly don't know enough about it. Is the thing where, like, you know, stuttering or whatever, where like with enough therapy that it can be reversed? Can Tourette's, did they cover that? Can it be reversed with enough?
I don't think it can be like completely reversed. I
Okay.
think it could be lessened. And then from what I understand, and I don't know a ton about it, but you go through like phases with it where you can have this decade that's more severe than like maybe another age phase for you. But I don't really know the ins and outs. But I know this girl is walking around with mom and dad and screaming raining vaginas, which, you know, anyone who can throw a hard V like that, you know, I can respect, because it's hard to say the word vagina like on stage, like doing stand up. It's not a word people want to hear. Like, it's the most medical term.
Well, I heard you guys downstairs yelling that during
It's
my
catchy.
movie.
I'm telling you, she's the most catchy Tourette's person I've ever met. Like, I feel like there's a lot of merch in her future. Like a lot of merch.
Raining vaginas, hats, and pillows. Or umbrellas.
Her parents better be out there copywriting and trademarking shit right now.
There
before
has
it gets
a
out
Raining
of control.
Vaginas umbrella. That has to be it. Yeah.
I mean, reach out to. I bet you Baylen hasn't blown up online yet. You got a few more months before that happens.
Yeah, I think it like just started. It's only a few episodes in, right?
I think the second episode airs this week. Who knows when you're going to see this podcast?
But it's still early on.
It's early on, and this is the first season. This is her premiere.
Yeah,
on TLC.
I can't wait till the spin-off show of Baylen on. I don't know. They always do the spin-offs. Like what? I'm not sure what it would be, but
it would be her getting married to that boy and having a kid, and the kid not having Tourette's but still walking around going raining vaginas, raining vaginas. You know.
Yeah.
It would be like growing up Tourette's or something.
So you're an early adapter. So you think over the next year everyone's going to be slapping wieners. Everyone's going to be slap that wiener.
If she plays this right, there's more merch in her future than the Hawk Tua girl, and you can
write it down.
Mark this down.
Minda said it first.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the remixes. Remember how there's all the remixes? You know, like when Trump did the Cats and Dogs thing, and they did all the Cats and Dogs remixes.
Yeah.
They could do that as the slapping wieners.
I think she's going to have a lot of opportunities like that.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll see. We'll tell in a later podcast once
maybe Rihanna hits her up, wants to do a Rain and Vagina song. You know what I'm saying? Like, you never know where it could go.
Who did this song, the Hallelujah, It's Raining Men? Who did that one way back in the day?
How old do you think I am? I don't know.
It wasn't.
It's Raining Men.
You don't know that song?
I know what song you're talking about, but I don't know.
Hallelujah, Training Vaginas. I mean, come on, that's the remix. Get Chris Brown. He used to do remixes. He's doing big things these days. So all right, I think we've covered enough. Do you have anything else to say about Baylen? I mean, I didn't see it, so I mean,
girl, you do your thing. Don't listen to any haters. Trademark and copyright as much as you can, and if you don't got a shop, get one now. You're on a merch grind. That's what I think she's on, is a merch grind.
Yeah.
And she's gonna be speaking at every Tourette's, conference in the world.
Okay, you're gonna be the poster child.
Yeah.
For offensive Tourette's.
Yeah, no, the other girl from 90 Day Fiance, she tried to be like more of a Tourette's spokesperson. Lauren, she's from Hollywood, but like hers is kind of under control, and it's just like minor tics, and you really don't know she has it until she tells you she has it, and you start paying attention. This girl, she's really putting herself out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't just like, oh, I got something. This is like really... She, like, for the rest of her life, if and when the show blows up, she's not going to be able to go anywhere in public without people screaming, rain and vaginas, and tap that wiener. that's a lifelong commitment she's putting in with this season of TLC.
Well, I'm curious, once you get more episodes in, if she does say it every episode. Did she do it? Was it multiple times in that episode?
Oh, God. So many times. And it was funny every time she did it. It was kind of like, damn,
crushed.
this bitch just
That's
screaming, raining vaginas at the playground. You know, like there's kids out. And
okay. All right.
Yeah. No, I mean, look. Will she have the same kind of legacy as, like, let's say, Elisa Vanderpump
Or Paris Hilton.
from Bravo?
This is her hot. You know, Paris Hilton said everything.
No, Paris has a bigger legacy because she has
but that was early
more
on.
wealth. But this isn't. No, this is like more like a one-hit wonder. This is like Milli Vanilli.
I don't know. It sounds like you guys really, really enjoyed it. I mean, you're gonna watch it again.
But how many seasons can you watch someone screaming "rain in vaginas"? That's the thing. That 1-2 seasons in, unless she gets a new catchphrase. Now, if she can switch her Tourette's catchphrase,
I think you could say that about a lot of shows. I mean, there's shows that has gone on for 20 seasons about storage units. Like it's everything.
But
like,
you're always opening a new unit, and that's the difference. You don't get that show isn't just about storage units. It's seeing what's inside.
What are you doing promotions for them? No. You don't even watch
I watch everything. I know about everything. If it's on TV, I have watched it. Okay, it's part of my job as a creative and a producer for me to watch and binge watch as much TV as possible.
As an Urkel
and kids,
fan,
you can tell your friends that. Yeah, as an Urkel fan.
Think of all the sitcoms that are the exact same plot. Yeah, I'm sure it doesn't matter.
Those don't work anymore.
They still do. They still put out sitcoms.
But nobody watches them.
Someone's watching them. There's still Tim Allen's on another sitcom somehow where he's doing the same shit.
Not even sure anyone watched the third reboot of Frasier. Okay, so we were talking about how Baylen won't have the same legacy as Elisa Vanderpump.
Yes.
And I bring this up because, Valentine's Day is upon us.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping we can maybe not make some of the same mistakes we've made before when it comes to gifting.
So I disagree that this was a mistake because I thought I had nailed all the things that you had liked because you like graphic tees, you like Lisa Vanderpump, you like things with stuff over people's eyes. So I thought I had nailed it.
It's not a thing that I like. You had one old t-shirt that had that and I wore it. It's not something that I actively have like a bunch of versions of.
I was just going off of things that I knew you liked. So I thought I nailed this. I thought I went 3 for 3. So I got this Lisa Vanderpump.
Okay. So everyone has heard of the Annie shirt. I've actually worn an Annie shirt on the previous episode and this was part of that gifting. So for one, special gifting that he had, I don't remember exactly which holiday it was. I got an Annie shirt, which I'm working. You actually got me 2 Annie shirts, but one was too small.
Okay.
And I didn't.
You're kind of lukewarm on the Annie shirt
Yeah.
first, then you've kind of come around.
I've come around to the maroon one, and that's the one I wore on the podcast.
There's
right?
no real rhyme or reason for the shirts you wear and don't wear. If you don't like this one.
Look at this. I like this shirt.
You like this one, but you also wear.
Let's talk about.
You wear.
But
you wear a Snoop Dogg shirt. You wear an Ice-T shirt. You wear.
Okay, but I'm just saying,
shirt.
I don't think this shirt is gift material. I mean, this is like this is like what you buy your friend for their birthday, not what you buy their wife or your wife for Valentine's Day.
Well, that's not the only thing I got you. You said I got you the Annie shirt.
You got me an Annie shirt,
I got you some other stuff, too. Alanis Morissette tickets.
That was a different gift. That was Christmas.
I think it was all the same
No,
gift.
it wasn't. This was the love gift.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
anniversary.
I think, and we've got some feedback that it is a good gift and others really like it. To the point
from our gay friends who I might be gifting the shirt to because I don't think I can wear this out.
Well, yeah,
like,
and here's
I
the thing.
can do Annie,
you kind of almost retreated on it because we were going to give it away, and then you said, "Oh no, now I might want it."
I said before I give it to you, let me bring it on the podcast and show people the gifts I'm getting after a decade of Puss on the Beach.
This nails everything. Other than maybe you're not super big into pink, but you do wear pink sometimes. I think it lines up because you like Lisa Vanderpump, you like stuff over people's eyes.
I just don't think
you like
I don't know.
graphic
I like
tees.
Snoop Dogg more than Lisa Vanderpump. I don't wear that shirt very often. Now look, iced tea with girls bent over in G-strings on the hood of a car. That's a good shirt, whether you like iced tea.
No,
or
that's
not.
way classier.
Let's face it.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's a way,
so
that's more of an interview shirt, but yeah.
this one. I'm not sure about. I mean, if you guys want to tell us what you think, well, I'm happy to get opinions. The shirt may or may not be given away by then.
Might be the last
But
time.
like, I could
It's in
see where
Minda's
like
possession.
a gay guy would want to wear this shirt. I totally get that. I'm just saying maybe I've aged out of this shirt personally. You can never age out of a Snoop Dogg shirt. But Lisa Vanderpump, you kind of.
How old Lisa Vanderpump's like 65. How you
Oh,
can't?
she wishes. Oh, please, no
How
way.
old's Lisa Vanderpump?
I don't know, but I think it's. We'll have Joey get on that. But I'm gonna say over that age, maybe not too far over. And I'm sorry, Lisa, if you're younger, but I feel like
if you're
like
watching, Lisa.
Yeah. When we do our
From
weekly
this website.
Vanderpump.
64.
Whoa!
Wow! Oh my God!
Sorry, I thought you were a
Maybe
little
I
older.
should
thought
wear
she
it.
like just looked really, really young, but was like super. Like that's why she had to leave the show because it became too taxing to film.
I would wear it if it wasn't pink and I wasn't so obese and always breathing into the mic. I would wear it.
Well, maybe I just liked her better when she was still on Housewives and Vanderpump Rules was a real show. And now that's all fallen apart. So it's kind of like.
Well, if it makes you feel better, it was definitely not a website that she owned or was she getting any profit of. It was some weird indie site that I found it from. So I probably got my identity stolen and, hacked just to get you that shirt off of some weird site that I got it from. It's like probably the same one that I got the Big Bird costume from.
Well, that's love. Thank you.
Yeah.
I guess nothing says I love you than I could have got my entire identity stolen by buying you this crappy gift.
You're welcome.
Okay, that's kind of what happened to me when I tried to rebuy the iced titties. I still don't know if they charged us for those and never sent them.
We never received more ice
I
titties,
know.
right?
Well, I tried to buy a case of them.
They're
but
coming. They got backed up with
all the way from China.
Yeah, the LA fires. I don't know what backed them up.
I know where we are in time. Should we just skip right to like what we did this week?
We can talk about. I personally have kind of rekindled my love for the melting pot. Do you want to discuss that?
Yeah, so this was a rekindling of your love because we were kind of going in there to make a sketch that roasted it a little bit. It roasted, but in a loving way, kind of.
It's just an honest
take of your experience.
Yeah. So yeah, it did rekindle it because I did enjoy it, and it was fun to see our two friends, our two producers that are helping us, Joey Albano and Abby Baylen, that came with us. Shout out to them.
Okay, yeah. No, but shout out to the fact that they'd never been to the melting pot before. So we were popping some melting pot cherries up in that biatch.
Yeah, big time. And they loved it. The glow on their face from both being there and the oils was next level. It's both the oil splashing into their face.
They got
and
that
burning
steamy
them.
glow going by the end.
Steamy glow. We destroyed two of their outfits, but it's fine. I think it was worth it.
Okay, so you said like you fell back in love with it. Is that just because of since we were doing a sketch, we wanted to show the full experience, so we got oil. And we never, ever get the oil. It's always like grilling.
We've always done grilling. And that's what we talk about where you do all the cooking, where I can handle more of the cooking now with it because you just put it in there until it's burnt and you can't eat it and you take it out. And that was kind of my deal.
Yeah, it's kind of like you always knew to take it out when it's stuck to the pot.
Yeah.
Like it's stuck to the pot,
right.
You know it's really hot.
With a lady... Stupid.
Well, it's stupid, but how many times do you burn your mouth?
So many. My mouth is still burnt. So
you should have remembered that adage.
Here's the thing we never told any of our friends that you're actually not supposed to do, and we did it the entire time, is you're not supposed to eat it off the sticks. that you put it into the oil. You're supposed to put it on your plate and then take it off with a fork.
Well, that's what sophisticated melting pot people
The lady
do.
is supposed to tell you too whenever she's doing it, and she was a very good waitress. I'm not going to say she did a bad job, but she is supposed to kind of explain that to people, that whenever you're not supposed to eat it off of those, so you don't burn yourself.
Okay. I feel like when people eat it off the stick, it's more the cheese or the chocolate stuff. I personally believe that in most instances, specifically with the meat, I always put it on my plate and cut it up.
I almost never did.
Okay, well maybe that's just something that you need to personally keep.
So I did. That's how I burned myself, is because I was.
You were eating it right off the oil stick.
I was doing a hot stick.
You were putting it in oil and eating it off the stick. Like
the one time I did a hot stick, and that's how I burnt my face and my hand. And then I thought, oh, I'm gonna alternate sticks on which one I'm doing it. So then I didn't burn myself anymore after that, thankfully.
You needed someone to tell you not to eat it off the oil stick.
No, I knew. I just thought that I was waiting enough time, and if I could manage to bite it without touching the metal, then I wouldn't burn myself.
But you didn't. How much time were you waiting from oil vat to mouth? Because to me, it didn't seem like it was that much extra time.
Waiting is a relative term, where it wasn't necessarily touching the plate versus it was going straight into my mouth. Sometimes I would set it on the plate for a second for it to cool down, and I'd go, oh, this is burnt, and then I'd pick it up and eat it. But yeah, so what rekindled my love for it was we had an experience for my birthday where it took way long there, and it was a weird situation where we got one waitress and she gave up on us or something because she didn't leave.
Difficult. There was only 4 of us. I thought we were pretty pleasant, but she
yeah,
looked like she had some kind of personal meltdown mid-shift and left all her tables.
And then the manager came over and took over our table, and that added way more time. And then for whatever reason, they were just taking forever. That we were there for 3 hours. And then we tried to do the takeout thing with it, which we've talked about before, which wasn't good. So that kind of turned us off because we were there for so long, and it was my birthday, and people were waiting on us, and it ended up being
3.5 hours at the melting pot. It
was
longer,
it blew
way
up my
longer
birthday
than
a little
yeah,
bit.
it did. So why is it just the oil that made you love it, or is it just how fast it went?
It was the oil. It was seeing the glow on our friends' faces, and the fact that it was much more compact. We went at the prime time of 4:00. We were the first ones in there. And
that's how you shoot a sketch. You go when nobody else is there.
We were in there. We're probably the only ones in there for the first 30 minutes. There was no one else in there, so that was cool.
Okay, I thought maybe that you refound this love because of the safety spoon, which we had never experienced before.
The safety spoon.
Because we never did the oil. So I guess when you do the oil, they give you tempura dip, so then you can start temporaing all your meat and vegetables that you want to cook in the oil.
And
then they give you a safety spoon to scoop it out with.
And that tempura is applicable for so few things, and we used it for everything. We were doing tempura for potatoes, for meats that it didn't belong with.
Yeah, we did tempura duck. I don't think anyone's done tempura duck before.
No. It's
a new thing.
I think that's legal.
We made it up.
So yeah, we did duck. I did whatever the various other whatever fish, maybe it was tuna, and it didn't work with anything except shrimp, but God knows we tempura'd everything. It was, I don't regret it, but yeah, it didn't really go with most of the other things other than the shrimp. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and so they gave you this giant spoon, and we call it the safety spoon because it could save anything that you lost in the oil.
Yeah.
Because, things started getting, the oil pops, it's a whole thing. And so that really allowed us to, stay safe there at the melting pot.
It saved a ton of meats. It was, we were using that probably every 2 minutes because it's very chaotic because they tell you 3 minutes, but it's really only a minute and a half. The things don't stick on the sticks, so they're always kind of floating around in there. So that safety spoon bailed us out so much.
Okay, so I'm so glad you found your love for it. I would say for me, just seeing the happiness on our producers' faces as they experience the
The melting pot. For the first time.
The whole experience, like being immersed in it, getting to dip stuff. I mean, people really do love it when they like. I just don't think it's something you can do a lot.
Yeah, it took me back to when I was there.
Your first time?
A year and a half ago.
Has it only been a year? No, it's been longer.
No, I was so young, and it brought me back. No, it hasn't been that long since I had. I'd say maybe 2023 was probably the first time I ever went.
Okay.
So,
all right. We bitch a lot about a place that we've only been to a few times.
It's changed a lot with our relationship as far as where we go to eat dinner, because I was obsessed with it for a while, and then I had vowed after the birthday experience that I'm not going back for a long time, but now I could see us going back today. So
all right.
I think
melting pot for the win.
Yeah, it's back.
All right.
It's back, kids.
And I think soon we're going to have a funny sketch with it. So look out for that. Or if you're catching this, and it's like May 2025, it already exists. So you should go look it up on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, you should have already seen it. So
all right.
Yeah. Are we good on
time? We're rapping and tapping. You're going to rap on the pot.
All right.
Yeah, we're Yeah. We're going to start with Baylen Out Loud. We're going to rap on the pot. A little rain in vaginas.
Yeah.
Man, I wish we would have rained vaginas up in that melting pot. That's the only thing that could have made the experience
What does that even
better.
mean?
Just like during the fry. Just be like, rain of vaginas, rain of vaginas.
Yeah.
Tap that tempura. Yeah.
Tap that tempura. That's good.
All right. So I hope by now, if it's past Valentine's Day, you did a better job than the Vanderpump Rules shirt. It was a nice gesture.
Or
when it came
if
in a
you've
trio of
received a
shirts
gift
with weird women's faces on it, I didn't really know how to take it.
I hope if you're watching this, you're more grateful than one of the podcasts for any gift that someone clearly put thought into. So, you know where to follow us. 2 Mics from Marriage. We're on YouTube, Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Instagram. Laughing Spree Studios, where we film this at. Also, Instagram, also TikTok, also it's on Facebook too. All the places. Just follow us.
Just check it out. 2 Mics, One Marriage. We're also on tour. So if you like hanging with us on the podcast, you can come see us do stand-up in person. Always coming to a town near you, mainly in Florida. And then worldwide.
Then the galaxy.
Just like Candy Burris. All right. See y'all next time. 2 Mics, One Marriage.
Bye.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Like us. Bye.